you are planning to go to Vipassana and you are looking to how to prepare yourself for this experience and things you need to know before you go. I've already recorded one of the videos where I talk about my experience, and this video is to tell you from my own personal experience how to best prepare yourself before you begin your Vipassana journey. The first thing I would recommend you to start doing before you go to Vipassana retreat is yoga. Yoga is preparing your body for long seated practice. The purpose of yoga, the whole purpose of yoga poses is to prepare the body for meditation, for deeper states of consciousness. This is not very discussed when you practice yoga. Not a lot of people mention this, but in 8 limbs of yoga, asanas, which means postures, are the beginning of yoga journey. And yoga journey is to actually achieve enlightenment at the very top. So asanas is only one part of yoga, which majority of people in the West associate with yoga, but it's not what yoga really is. I would really recommend you to practice yoga for the asanas because asanas are helping you to get deep into the body, release any tensions, release any heaviness, release any problems that you might have in the body, whether it is muscular or whether it is more internal organ problems. Asanas will help you with that. The yogic asanas have really been created to release any problems from the body so they don't become distraction during meditation. And the way I see it, the way I found it, is that when we were asked to sit for long periods of time for the disciplined sitting of not moving, of not changing the posture, I found that my body was prepared for it. So I really got into the meditation practice very deep, very quickly. And I believe it is because I didn't have those distractions coming from the body. And I have already been prepared in my previous work, and it really helped me. The second thing is to practice discipline. Practicing discipline is going to help you following the hard discipline that Goenka is telling you to follow, which is waking up at times, doing the discipline, doing discipline sittings, and more. So the technique of Vipassana is teaching you discipline. But before you go to do Vipassana, I think practicing the discipline in different ways is really going to help you to take the lessons from Vipassana and then apply it to your life even more afterwards. So how can you practice discipline? Discipline you can practice in many different ways and forms. Discipline really means the continuous practice even when you're not up for it. I mean, I can give you a few different examples here, but you can really take it to however you want to do. So you can practice, you can commit yourself to doing something for 30 days straight. It could be 20 minutes of exercise or going for a run every single day. And no matter whether you like it or not, whether you feel like it or not, you do it because this is your discipline. This is how you practice self-discipline. You can also do it in the way that you're not doing something for a period of time. So I've many times done a no sugar challenge. So I refused any sugar in my diet, whether I liked it or not. I actually committed to no meat for 30 days as well. Um, and actually remembering as well the discipline, like this is what I'm committing to do, and I'm consciously living by it. And sometimes you might forget that this is what you've set up, and the practice of this is actually helping you to become stronger minded. And when you do go to Vipassana, that pre-practice of discipline is helping you take it to the next level. And then when you leave Vipassana after 10 days, you really can start applying even more discipline into your life and become your own self-master. So I would really recommend practicing discipline before you do the course. The next thing is to practice detachment. Very often in life, we are working towards something and we're doing something because we want to achieve a result from it. So practicing detachment is to do something regardless of the outcome, which could be, for example, we are going to run every day for 30 days, right? And on day 5, we finally getting better. And then on day 10, it seems like we didn't make any progress. We actually got worse. We actually got 5 steps back. And then our ego might start saying to us that you're not good enough or you're not practicing well enough and all those things. But actually, practicing detachment is taking a step back from it and knowing I've done the discipline, I've turned up, I've showed up, I've done what I was supposed to do. I'm not having any expectations from it. I'm just doing what I've said I'm going to do. And whatever happens, this is how it's meant to be. And if it changes, if something different happens and actually I'm not gonna get what I wanted from it, this is how it is, and I'm accepting this. I don't have attachment and I don't have aversion that I didn't want this to happen or I wanted this to happen and it didn't happen and this happened instead. Because then we're creating mental fights in our life and in our minds. So practicing detachment is actually a really important thing, and this is what yoga is teaching us, that we have to practice these two things: abhyasa, which is discipline, which is continuous practice, continuous continuity in doing what you've said to do, discipline, showing up because you've said you will. And two, vairagya, which means detachment. It's a continuous reminder that things will pass, things will change, things will develop, things will not be how exactly we want them to be, but cultivating this satisfaction, because you can always be satisfied no matter what's going on outside. The satisfaction comes from within. So through practicing discipline and detachment, you can get yourself to the satisfaction. And again, this will help you even more in understanding the teachings from Vipassana, where you are practicing the not reacting to the sensations of the body. And I found that I didn't have any problems with this whatsoever. I was just observing, and through observing and not reacting to things, I could go deeper and deeper and deeper into my body and my experience of meditation. And I believe that this is not by chance. A lot of people say, I've experienced it this way or this way. Someone is better, and and I'm not doing it right, and you get all those thoughts. But actually, none of it is by chance. It's by practice. It's about what you are doing in your life and how you are spending your time, and what is it that you practice, right? And what is it that you practice is gonna help you in different things. And you haven't been practicing, you can't expect results that someone else is getting who has been practicing. And this is just reality. By practicing, by doing those things, it's preparing you for bigger steps later on. But you have to start with a single step. And these teachings are really reminding us of this, that the journey of 1,000 steps is always beginning with the first step. You have to take this first step, and then the 1,000th, whichever step later on is going to come. But we have to cultivate in this momentum. Momentum loves action. So start preparing yourself now, and then when you get to Vipassana, can actually use this 10 days of silence, for this 10 days of immersing yourself into deep techniques. You can be prepared for it, so you can really experience the essence of the meditation practice that Goenka is teaching. The next thing, fourth thing is the food. The food, just like Goenka is teaching, the food is taking big part of who you are and what you are doing and how you show up in the world as well. So changing your food habits. And actually, the fifth thing is changing your habits, but the fourth thing is about food. We become what we eat. Let's just I wasn't planning on to, but let's just dive into 3 types of food. So in nature, there are 3 energies. There is tamas, raja, and sattvic. These 3 energies are also in the food. And what we eat, we bring more of those energies into our body. So what are those three different energies? Tamasic is something that is heavy, that is lazy, that's not moving, that has lack of movement, lack of any action. This is tamasic. Um, this is tamasic food, tamasic energy, and the food that we could eat that is giving us this is very heavy food, very fried food, fast food, and things that are making us very heavy, very lazy. You know, sometimes you eat something and you really feel, oh, now I can't move. Now I'm just gonna sit and just watch TV or do whatever, not actually be productive. Then the next energy is Rajasic energy, which is activity. It's the energy that's very active, that's stimulating, that's hot, that's making you hot. So the types of food uh, or like stimulants in a way that are creating this energy is like very hot spices, coffee, and just things that after when you eat them, you really feel hot, energized, um, and you kind of ready for action, ready to rock. And the third energy is sattvic, which is harmonizing energy, which is actually the energy that's going to help you be stable, steady, ready for action, but not in the way that is too much, too stressful. Because the Rajasic energy is very much like I'm ready to go, but I'm also very stressed. I'm kind of like too much energy, while sattvic energy is helping you remain in the harmony. And the types of food that are harmonious to us, that have a lot of sattvic energy, are actually vegetables and natural foods. So fruits, vegetables, foods that nuts are really good as well. The foods that are giving us a lot of prana and a lot of healthy energy, and that after when we eat them, we feel full, but we don't feel heavy. And this is the sattvic food. So during the 10-day course, there is a very nice routine of eating breakfast and then eating lunch and then having 2 pieces of fruit if you are a new student. And after eating the 2 pieces of fruit, you can easily sit in the meditation and not be over full, overfilled, and very heavy, sluggish, and basically just fall asleep. So during the 10-day course, you are following this diet, which is really good for you. But actually, what I find is that if you already start applying this to your life, you go there again with the preparation, with a different mindset. What is food? What is it that I need to eat? Understanding yourself. How much do I need to eat? Do I need to eat as much as I think I do? And you can go to Vipassana with a different understanding of this and actually realize that you don't need as much food as we eat. We live in a very big indulgence. We eat too much, we consume too much, not just food, but social media and internet and all the thoughts and beliefs of other people. We consume, consume, consume all the time. And the 10 days course that you're just about to go to is going to take you away from this. You're going to give your phone away. You're going to live very consciously. You're going to start paying attention to nature, to animals, to insects, to what's going on in the ground as you lay down, as you sit down. So preparation before you go to immerse yourself in this beautiful experience is going to help you really get benefits from it. I would really recommend to start watching what is it that you eat and how is the food making you feel in your day-to-day life. And then with this new mindset, go to Vipassana and learn even more, immerse yourself into Goenka's teachings. And then fifth thing, like I mentioned, is habits. Habits is more like summary of all the things that I've discussed. The way you look after your body physically, the way you look after your body through what you're eating, the way you're creating and cultivating discipline, and the way you are cultivating detachment to really let go of the negative patterns of the mind. By doing those four things, you are really you begin to create new habits. You begin to change your DNA from the inside, and you essentially begin to change your destiny. Our reality is really based on everything that we do, everything that we say, everything that we think. And by preparing yourself in the way that you become more aware of those things, you observe those things, and you observe yourself, that's really helping you to get deeper into your own being and begin to cultivate the self-mastery. The self-mastery is nothing exotic. It's just being aware of yourself, aware that you are everything and everything is you, but at the same time you are your own individual, not affected by things, by the illusions of the outside world. So I hope you find it useful. Let me know if any of these things surprised you, and if you are going to Vipassana, or maybe you have already been to Vipassana, let me know what is your next step on the spiritual journey. I would love to know. And please like and subscribe to this video, and I'll see you next time.